enriching your emotional environment within. And that is, in word, keep yourself stable and patient in circumstances and dealing with people. Somebody tells you a donkey in public. How would you feel? You are a donkey. And how would you feel? Oh, bad. He called me donkey in public, in the presence of so many people. My disrespect. Our Guru Pramukh Swami Maharaj, who was the head of the organization that I come from, the BAPS Swaminarayan Sanstha, which is one of the top 10 NGOs of the world with a permanent seat in the United Nations as an NGO. We run more than 100 hospitals, schools, hostels and colleges. How many of you have been to Akshardham at Delhi or Gandhinagar? Quite many of you. Such more than 1,300 places developed and administered by Pramukh Swami Maharaj. For that, Guinness Book of World Records has wrote for him that he is the master builder of the 20th century. Pramukh Swami Maharaj, he was the administrative head of this BAPS for 65 years, from 1950 to 2016. He was also the spiritual head of our organization for 45 years in between, from 1971 to 2016. He worked tirelessly for the upliftment of mankind in all walks of life. We do 162 different kinds of social, cultural, educational, medical, social, moral activities in the society. Pramukh Swami Maharaj, for this, he was felicitated in the British Parliament, in the Canadian Parliament, in the Kenyan Parliament. He has been the recipient of more than 20 plus key to the cities in the United States. He initiated more than 1,100 saints like us. Out of the 1,100 that we are in the organization, more than 750 of them are graduates, postgraduates, chartered accountants, doctors, engineers. Out of 750 that we are, more than 150 of them are born American or British citizens. Out of that, more than 50 of them have studied in Stanford, in Harvard, in Carnegie Mellon, in Yale, in Oxford. Many of our saints have left aside jobs of $150,000, $200,000 at the age of 20 to 25, 27 to become saints in the organization. So Pramukh Swami Maharaj was successful in bringing in such cultured and educated young minds into mainstream social service and mainstream spirituality. He lived with certain principles in life. He lived with certain basic thought processes in life that could not just enrich your life as a human being, that could enrich your life spiritually as well. He used to tell a very simple example. How to control and why to control your emotions, which is the basic of enriching your emotional environment within, which will help you control the situations later, which will prevent you from spoiling relationships. He used to say this: if somebody tells you you are a donkey, how would you feel? Very bad. Pramukh Swami Maharaj used to teach that when somebody tells you a donkey, just close your eyes for a couple of seconds and just introspect. Do I have a thick white skin? No. Do I have 4 legs? No. Do I have a short tail at the back? No. Do I have long ears? No. Then I'm not a donkey. Let him say. So cool response. He used to say, you don't become a donkey when somebody tells you a donkey. When you roll your sleeves, you call me a donkey, now you became, because you reacted, because you accepted. There have been incidents when Pramukh Swami Maharaj, apart from his gracious felicitations, some ignorant people, out of ignorance, they've insulted him. We have seen him in a state of equilibrium. जिसको मान अपमान में एकता बोलते हैं. We have seen him in this state of equilibrium. That is your emotional balance of life. Don't jump to conclusions. Because my father said this, my mother said this, he is this, she is this. No. That is your emotional control on yourself. That will make you a leader. IQ will make you a good worker. EQ will make you a good leader. And a great SQ will make you a legend. Choice is yours for your travel from a worker to a leader and from a leader to a legend. Great SQ can make you a legend. That you learn from the lives of great personalities. Once Pramukh Swami Maharaj was asked, which thought remains with you 24/7? He said that the thought that has never entered my mind. Shall I tell it first? And that was more interesting. He said that the thought of hurting anybody physically, mentally or emotionally. Absolute ahimsa. To the core ahimsa. Non-violence. The thought of hurting anybody physically, mentally or emotionally has never entered my mind. One thing is for sure. You can hide your emotions by your facial expressions and body language. Your eyes will speak out what is in your heart. So now people are taught at top B schools across United States and Europe, not just facial reading or body language reading, eye reading. You will never be able to hide your emotions by your eyes because you don't have that control. So being in a place, being in a position, being in an authority, if you try to deceive, if you try to cheat, you have something else in your heart, you want to show something else, it would not go long. Apart from the social media, everybody is conscious, everybody is intelligent, everybody knows the world well. This could happen, which is called integrity. What you are within, you are outside. What you are outside, you are within, is called integrity, and that is a big spiritual quotient. Under it lies all the S subsets of it, all the values and virtues. So spiritual quotient is very important when you understand of your journey from a leader to a legend.